today's the day that I mixed up some paint with about this much paint and this much additives, and shook it up in these jars. And one of the things about this is I like to let these jars sit for about a day to make sure that there's less air bubbles. So I'm adding a lot of air to the paint. So I'm just going to set these jars aside for an entire day, and then we're going to do a painting tomorrow with the paint that I mixed up. But because I'm firmly in camp waste not, want not, I'm going to use what was left in these tubes of paint by adding just a little bit more additive here to here, and just shaking it up, because there's still paint inside of these, and might as well get all the paint out of the bottle. You know what I'm saying? There, all that paint that just coats the inside of the bottle when you're getting all the paint out, might as well use it, and so I stuck a little bit of my recipe in there and just kind of shook it up so I could get some extra paintings out of it. And it's going to be at least one painting. Alright, so here's my favorite little grill. And today we're also going to reuse this canvas right here. It says, "Time spent with cats is never wasted." Sigmund Freud. Now I can't really source that quote right there. I don't know that it's accurate, but it was funny, and so I painted it, and then I got tired of it, so we're going to paint over it. And we're going to get ourselves, let's see, this was recycled from the end of some laundry detergent. When you have that spigot that's on the big giant economy bottles, this came off the end of the spigot. It was like the spigot cover. So I saved that so that I could do some art with it. Lots of reduce, recycle, reuse. Alright, and this is just going to be primary colors just dumped in there. Here we go with the black. And then some yellow. And then some blue. And right about now, I'm thinking we're going to go for a drop or two of silicone. And maybe I should open the bottle first. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. 1 and 2. That's enough of that stuff. Don't want to overpower it. Alright. So, I'm going to go with some white on top of that. And some red. I don't have a lot of red. There wasn't a lot left in the bottle. But it'll be in there. It's in the painting. Alright. And throw some more white. I got a lot of white. And some black. Some good squirty sounds for ASMR people. Some blue. And we're right at our limit. So yellow was the odd man out on this one. Only got one squirt of yellow in there. So sorry, yellow. Yellow fans, I apologize. Now, we're going to do our good flip cup technique of putting it to the canvas right side up first, and then flipping it. Alright. And today, I think I'm going to do 3 full turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, and 4. I just count to 4 and just call it a full turn. Might not have been there, but whatever. It's not an exact science, peoples. Anyways, we lift up on the cup and ooh, I like that. Let's get some of this in there too. Ooh, some ribbons. Ribbons, ribbons, ribbons. Alright. Good view of the inside of the cup there. For those of you who like that. And this one's going to be ultra colorful anyway, but let's see what Torchy can do. Oh yeah. All those little speckles coming up. See, those speckles are from this being just freshly shaken up paint. You know, a lot of those air bubbles coming up. It's because it's fresh paint. You don't get as many of these air bubbles that are hard to control when you let your paint sit for a day, right? A lot of these paintings are actually in the fluid dynamics and mixing. Alright. Is it over-torched? Probably. This is going to be a loud painting anyway. Alright. So, here we go. Oh, it's already going over the side. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, go over there. I'm losing a lot of my yellow on this one. We didn't put a lot, and there isn't a lot left on the canvas. Because that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Right? So now we're going to go down to this corner. And I'm going to see if I can't stretch some of that yellow. Get it to go where I want it to go. Now I'm in make sure the corners are covered phase. There's a bit of a clump that happened in the paint there. Got that off. Those are always cool. That's like pulling a string through almost. And get this corner. I might use some that's still left in the cup right here and just dab over that corner. Remember, waste not, want not, right? That's the theme of this video. Oh, don't take all my yellow though. You're gonna slide, but that's okay, but don't take all my yellow. I need to cover this edge. Don't take all my yellow. Alright. I like the little yellow stripe that kind of goes through the center here, and then there's a good portion of it right there. And we'll just center this on the screen for y'all. And we'll let this sit for a minute, and then we'll come back to it. and I'll just pick out some of the shapes that I see right away. To me, this looks like the beak and the eyes and the tail feathers of a parrot that's pecking at something. I don't know, maybe a toy? I don't know. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Alright, so we've got, this is the yellow that I was trying not to lose, right? And we've got a nice good sheen on it because we went with gloss paint today. And we've got the bird. That's pretty cool. Lots of nice little speckled air bubbles came out. That's pretty much from shaking it up fresh. That's why we're going to have these jars sit there for a day. We're going to get rid of a lot of those air bubbles, you know. But I really like how the yellow in this just goes sort of in a line and then just explodes right in that corner. So I really like this.